What if we replaced the sun with Sirius, dog star? Imagine waking up tomorrow morning. You open your curtains expecting to see the familiar sun. Instead, a brilliant blue-white star shines in its place. The brightest star in Earth's night sky. Sirius. Also known as the dog star. At first, it might look beautiful. But within moments, Earth would begin transforming into a planet no human could survive. How could replacing just one star cause such a catastrophe? Let's find out. Sirius is not an ordinary star. It is located about 8.6 light-years away from Earth and is nearly twice the mass of our Sun. More importantly, it shines with roughly 25 times the Sun's luminosity. If Sirius suddenly replaced the Sun while remaining at the same distance from Earth, our planet would receive about 25 times more energy than it does today. The effects would begin almost immediately. Within minutes, daylight would become blindingly bright. Looking at the sky without proper protection would be dangerous. The blue-white light from Sirius is much more intense than the warm yellow light we're used to, making the entire sky appear harsher and brighter. As the hours passed, Earth's temperature would rise rapidly. Oceans, forests, deserts, and cities would all begin absorbing far more heat than they were designed to handle. Air conditioning would become useless. Electrical grids would fail under enormous demand. Roads would soften, crops would wilt, and wildfires would spread across entire continents. Within days, average global temperatures could climb high enough to trigger widespread ecological collapse. Polar ice would melt at an accelerated rate, sea levels would eventually rise, and weather systems would become increasingly violent. Heat waves unlike anything in human history would sweep across the planet. The oceans would not simply become warmer. They would slowly begin to evaporate. Water vapor is a powerful greenhouse gas, trapping even more heat and creating a runaway greenhouse effect similar to what scientists believe happened on Venus. Clouds would grow thicker, storms would become more extreme, and Earth's climate would spiral out of control. Plants would struggle despite the increased light. Photosynthesis has limits, and excessive radiation damages plant cells instead of helping them grow. As forests died, oxygen production would decrease while food chains across the planet collapsed. Animals, including humans, would face impossible conditions. Agriculture would fail, freshwater supplies would shrink, and ecosystems that evolved under the sun's gentle energy would no longer function. Many species would disappear within a relatively short time. Ironically, Earth's orbit would remain almost unchanged. Sirius is only about twice as massive as the Sun, so the planet wouldn't suddenly fly into space or crash into the star. Gravity wouldn't be the biggest problem. The overwhelming brightness and heat would. And that's only Sirius A. In reality, Sirius is part of a binary star system. Its companion, Sirius B, is a dense white dwarf about the size of Earth but with a mass similar to the Sun. If the entire Sirius system somehow replaced our Sun, the gravitational interactions would make the situation even more unstable, though the exact outcome would depend on how the stars were positioned. Thankfully, none of this can actually happen. Sirius is safely 8.6 light-years away, and stars don't simply swap places. But imagining impossible scenarios helps scientists understand how delicately balanced our own solar system really is. Our Sun may seem ordinary compared with brighter, hotter stars across the galaxy. Yet it's almost perfectly suited for life. A little hotter. Earth burns. A little cooler. Earth freezes. Sometimes, the most ordinary-looking star turns out to be the greatest gift our planet has ever received. If you enjoyed this journey through space and science, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more incredible what-if scenarios that explore the mysteries of our universe.